Journalism always was and always will be a bunch of a scumbag who they are trying to manipulate what's going on in the ground by changing the title. And today I will show you an example of some journalists who they are from the bottom of the barrel. Listen carefully.
To serve in the military. We've seen dozens of videos of young men being hauled into vans and dragged to the front lines against their will. And we've even seen videos of a young man with Down syndrome serving on the front line. When you campaigned, you said you wanted to see the people stop dying. A lot of people admired that statement. Now the people dying are elderly, mentally handicapped, and conscripts. So even if a ceasefire doesn't work out, why should Americans continue to fund a foreign military that's scraping the bottom of the barrel of its population like this?
Well, you have to understand
Look what this filthy scumbag, so-called journalist, he said. So Zelensky, he signed a paper saying, if anyone join the army, even if he over the age, he can join. And that because they are short of fighters. Even the Russian, they are bringing fighters from North Korea. But this journalist, he just changed the title at the end. He says, why you want to support a country which is taking people from the bottom of the barrel? He forgot that Trump himself is over 65. So Trump is from the bottom of the barrel. And look how filthy he is. He's saying why you will support a country is taking their population. He will not blame Putin for those people, they are dying to the point they need even old men to join. And you notice from his own statement, the government is not forcing the old ones or even the one he claimed to be sick and he joined. Those are people voluntarily who joined. What is his business? So instead of saying, look at them, those are heroes, are trying to go and defend their country, even they are old or even sick. It turned to be, it is sick to support those who they are defending their country to the point even old men, they have to go to war. You see, in any country in the world, if somebody is old and he joined his army to defend his country, what we will call him? A bottom of the barrel, which means the lowest, or we will call them heroes. We will call them heroes. But because those journalists are filthy scumbag working for Qatar and Russia, so the one who joined his army to defend, you see, if Gaza, they have Sinwar, he is more than 60 something years old, and he is with Hamas, he is not the bottom of the barrel. But if you are in Ukraine and you join the army to defend against the invader, you are from the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, I mean, the journalists, they say so, and obviously Trump, he did not notice that this guy is even insulting him by calling elderly bottom of the barrels. Very filthy journalist. I will let you listen to it one more time so you can see how filthy this man is, so-called journalist.
President Zelensky just signed a law allowing for citizens age 60 and above to serve in the military. We've seen dozens of videos of young men being hauled into vans and dragged to the front lines against their will. And we've even seen videos of...
I did not cover this part too. We saw young men dragging into the war against their will. Well, what they should do? You never heard of something called the draft, you son of Muta? When they have a draft and you refuse to go, the government will take you against your will, you idiot. It's a war. It's a war. Do you see how filthy so-called journalism? We have many of those rats. Sucker Qatar Carson, Cow Dance, and I don't know what the name of this person. If somebody can tell us a name so we can know what kind of a filthy scumbag he is. So I saw trucks full of young men taken to the war. Well, they are trying to escape the war. They've been called to be drafted. What a stupid idiot. So now you are crying for the young men? See how filthy? See, always in journalism, they changed the title. By changing the title, they changed the topic. So now they will make it is the fault of the Ukrainian that they are desperate to have fighters because Putin, he killed hundreds of thousands of their men. It's the fault of the Ukrainian now because they are defending their land. If they surrender, then the journalist, he will say this government is so good. Do you see how filthy those scumbags? So if the Muslims attack us, wherever you live, and they have a massive army, and you are outnumbered, and then older men, they join to defend what we call those older men. You see, he signed a paper, a decision that he can join. He's not forcing them voluntarily before they cannot, which is a clear sign that they are short of fighters. Young men dragged in trucks to go, which means they put them in trucks and send them to the front line. Yes, because those are drafted, you donkey. And this is in any country in the world, including Russia. Why you do not say the same about Russian? The Russian are drafting and dragging people and putting them in trucks and sending them to front line even without training. And people are running away from the war to the point Putin, he have to hire fighters from Korea, from Syria, from around the world. Very filthy, trashy journal. This is vandalism, not journalism. Leave your comment, regardless of what you support, by the way. I don't care if you support Ukraine or you support Russia or you support maybe you support your testicles, because people are idiots. Nobody cares for you when you are being tortured. People have no spirit, they have no soul, they are just concrete, made of concrete, and they are vacuumed from inside. They have demons inside them. Think about it, somebody, he is over 60, and now he have to go to war voluntarily to defend his country. This is the fault, his fault, and the fault of the government who are trying to find a way to stop the invader. According to this filthy scumbag so-called journalist, those people are bad, and this government is bad. So what they will do, do you want to go and fight for them? So he complained about taking the young ones, which means they are over, I think, 19 or 21, based on the law of Ukraine. And he complained about the volunteer who go. So who's going to go fight? You see how scumbag they are? Unbelievable, disgusting people. And Trump, he did not get it. He just called him, you are the bottom of the barrel. We have many figures in the Bible who they are old and they stood up for their enemy. We have in the Bible young, like David. He stood up and go to war, very young. It turned to be that the young and the very young and the very old are the bottom of the barrel for this filthy scumbag. I have something to say to you, you coward. Filthy money maker, sold to the devil. Those are heroes. It doesn't matter what country. Even if they are in a Muslim country, even if it's a Muslim who joined the army to defend against invader, he's not invading, he is a good guy, not a bad guy. And I'm saying good guy not because he's a Muslim, but because he's defending his land, not going to kill somebody just to kill. You are just a stupid idiot, coward with no honor. Filthy. Leave your comment and tell me what you think.